The Freeman Mavericks try to stay perfect on the gridiron underneath the Thursday night lights. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. The Mavs came into Thursday night's game playing great football. Freeman had won their previous 3 games by 20 points or more, and the Mavs are no stranger to fast starts. After all, they won their first 6 games last year. Still, a win over Collegiate would keep Freeman humming as they head into mid-season form. So it's public versus private as Freeman hosts private school Collegiate. The Cougars have a dynamic quarterback, but early on, haven't we seen this before? Freeman with a big interception. Lawrence Jefferson with a pick. Lead to Freeman getting on track on offense, although their first drive, that pass just goes out of bounds. Jaden Reese connects with his receiver, Charles Saunders, but on 4th down, no. Still, Freeman's defense is fast, they're physical, they fly to the football. No difference on Thursday night. Michael Bannister with a stop, so the Mavs take back over on offense. This time, easy squeezy lemon peasy. Jaden Reese fires and finds Kevin China. Touchdown Mavericks! And they would have the early 7-0 advantage with 4:43 to go in the first. Second quarter now, same score. More Reese. Batted in the air this time. Johnny on the spot. The Cougars pounce on it, and they got the rock. So they take it over. Would lead to this. Defense would hold Collegiate to a field goal, but we got a good one now. 7-3 with 5:29 to go in the second quarter. Still second quarter. Mavs looking to bounce back, and bounce back they would. Ryan Bland making it spicy. Inside the 15 of Collegiate. That would lead to this. Short touchdown run. I thought Reese kept it. I'm fooled. Cougars are fooled. Touchdown instead. Ryan Bland continues his spiciness. Touchdown. Mavericks. And Freeman on their way up 14-3. Collegiate. Late in the half, trying to get things going. We go to their running back. That's good for a first down. Nice play call on the draw. Lead to this field goal. Again, not finding the end zone, however. Freeman defense stiffens, but 3 points before the half, it's 14-6. So, Mavs, first play from scrimmage in the third quarter by J.R. Jaden Reese. Touchdown, Freeman. 72-yard scamper on the QB keeper. On the RPO, it's 21-6, 11:37 to go in the third. Freeman defense would take over from there. Check out this guy, number 5, Shep Pounders. Shep Quarter Pounders with a big stop there. And then more from the Freeman D later. That is a fumble! And the Mavs jump on it. It's number 45, Cooper Spidell. It would lead to this. China scoring on a touchdown pass. China scoring on a touchdown run. And the Mavs move to 4-0 on the year. They stay unbeaten and beat Collegiate 28-6 the final. The Mavericks weren't the only ones to stay unbeaten here in Henrico. Godwin won their 4th straight game Friday night after a huge come-from-behind win at Hanover. The Hawks built a 21-0 lead, but Godwin kept chipping away, eventually leading to a game-winning field goal as time would expire. Godwin is now 4-0 for the first time in 23 years after the 24-21 victory.
We were able to move the ball in the first half. We just couldn't finish. So we didn't go into halftime. It was 14-0 at halftime, and we had got stopped on the 10 and the 20. So we were feeling okay, but then they got the block punt score in the second half, and then they had the turnover on our 10, and we got the stop, and that seemed to just relax everybody. And then we got a score, and I heard the crowd, go up. I was like, we can probably keep moving the ball. And we got a 3-and-out. And then we scored again, and then all of a sudden, all the pressure flipped.
What was your message to the team after the game?
Nothing special. We never quit. Other than that, nothing. And they were like, yes. But they kind of already knew that because they did it before in the past. So they felt the same way. It wasn't like a shocked, oh, wow. We really were dead in the water at PH. So, so they kind of, it was just a bigger hole this time.
Godwin has a huge matchup coming up at Hermitage for homecoming. Congratulations to deep run and head coach Joe Mullinex. The Wildcats earned their first win on the field in 3 years after a 7-6 win over Meadowbrook. Obviously, Mullinex and company enjoyed tasting the thrill of victory.
Nerve-wracking, right? I think we scored with 44 seconds left or something like that. And I'm the defensive coordinator here, not just the head football coach. So thinking about how we're going to stop them, make sure they don't have a chance to get another score on the board. And, you know, they took some shots downfield that you hold your breath. But once the game was over, it was kind of a release, to be honest. It's a situation where you just want it so badly for the kids. You know, I think I've told you guys, I've told everybody I've talked to, no kid should go through their high school career and not know what it's like to win. That's just really down, and I'm so sorry that happened to our seniors last year, you know, between their JV experience and varsity, not having that chance to just feel that happiness that your work that you put in, because we ask a lot of these kids, and for them to finally get to experience the joy of winning, you know, it was really special. So I was just so happy for our coaches, for our players, our community, you know, everybody that's kind of believed in something that you couldn't see until that moment. You know, it was really special to be in that place with those guys and everybody that came to the game. I got a Gatorade bath, which is nice. That hadn't happened in a while. I had several I love you coaches and those sorts of things, and that's always nice to hear. Kids just being happy. You know, again, we get into this, you know, I'm an educator, right? I'm a teacher here at Deep Run. I'm not just a football coach. And you want kids to be happy and you want them to see the fruits of their labor, whether it's in the classroom or whether it's on the football field. And, you know, they had a chance to see that for the first time in this particular way. My message to them was enjoy it, you know, for this night, this moment, take it in with your family, your friends, your brothers on the team. You know, really take and invest in this and remember this because you've worked it for it, you've earned it.
Coach Joe Mullinex, not the only coach getting his first win of the year. Deshaun Holmes of Henrico looking for his first at Henrico. Bryce Fritz, who get his first win of the year for Tucker. Henrico had the answers early and often. First quarter on 4th and 9, no doubt. Quarterback fires, finds his receiver, Lavelle Winston, and quarterback, or the receiver, I should say, still going big-time yardage would lead to this. Winston calling his own number. Is he in? Is he in? Yeah, he went over the top of a couple defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, Henrico. They would have the early touchdown advantage. Back on offense again after a stop. Nice hands. Number 4, and he's coming into your living room, making a break at the 20 inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Warriors. Darren Williams on the reception of that one would lead to this. More from Lavelle Winston. He connects, fires, finds his receiver, Tyjon Gunter. And that is Gunter good. Henrico, 2-touchdown advantage. More from the Warriors. We're still in the first quarter, folks. How about on the ground? Here he comes, breaking tackles, spinning all the way down. It's Darren Williams. He had himself a ball game in this one. That would lead to this. Just a little flare-out pattern and receiver on the screen. He is gone with speed to burn. Savion Edwards finds the end zone. Everybody getting involved for Henrico. Up really big now. Later first quarter, this pass is picked off by number 5, Ernest Jarrett. Watch this play again, though. Let's freeze it. Watch Trey Worthington, number 53, and number 20. Malachi Saunders. They both go into the same gap. And number 53 gets his hands up. Trey Worthington making it a wobbly pass. That is great team D. Both going in the same gap. That means both offensive linemen have to win. In that case, Henrico won at the line of scrimmage, forcing a tough pass, forcing the interception by the safety. Great team D. And we show that in the film room on the slow-mo and freeze frame. That got Henrico's offense going again, and they know what's going to happen here. Another touchdown pass from Lavelle Winston to Tyjon Gunter, and Gunter has found pay dirt once again. At this point, Warriors up 4 scores. Tucker trying to get things going on the ground, but again, that defense really doing a job. Number 6 with a stop there, 26-0 after 1 quarter of play. Switching sides, we go second quarter. It's a tip drill, and it's a Oskian going the other way now. Intercepted by Javion Randall. Randall rumbles to the end zone. He'll find pay dirt. His first interception return for a touchdown this season, 32-0. And then Henrico, well, they're going to go deep into our living rooms here. That is caught and good for the first down. Number 15 doing the honors on the catch. Later, another pass connected. Touchdown on the interception on defense. Touchdown on offense, wide receiver. Once again, it's Javion Randall. He's happy. Cheerleaders are happy. Henrico's happy. Deshaun Holmes is happy. 57-0, your final. We have plenty of gridiron action to get to later in the show, but we hit the volleyball court and the field hockey field first when we come back. Deep Run and defending state champion Glen Allen have a guys volleyball match go down to the wire. Plus, two of the best field hockey teams in the area square off when Godwin plays host to Glen Allen. That's next.
Takeout meals for just $12.99. Call now.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montanopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich! This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Welcome back to Sportswire, and yeah, I couldn't do it either. Holding a water bottle and a volleyball at the same time. I got bigger hands. So that kid, tough sled. Not tough sledding between these two. There have been state championships between the two of them for the last several years. Glen Allen has had the advantage over Deep Run for the past few years. Otherwise, it's been back and forth between the two of them. Number 12, Pagaya Ranga. Ranga gets it going for Deep Run. And then another kill by the Wildcats. These two teams this year, even Steven in terms of talent. 24-17. Looking for set point are the Wildcats here, and they set it up. Great pass, knocking it down. Wildcats get the first set winner in a big one on the road at Glen Allen. It's been a while since the Jags have lost in guys volleyball. Wildcats trying to make it them who are going to be the victor. Another great pass, another great kill on the Deep Run side. 11-6 Glen Allen, though, in the second. Too good not to come back, right? Nice kill attempt there. Wildcats coming right back at it, but the block at the front of the net. Number 16 doing the honors. It's Kevin Henry. And Henry. 12-6. Glen Allen at this point on the serve. They get the block once again. And it's Jake Anaskanich doing the honors this time. Up 16-9. Boom! Tough acting, Tenactin, number 11. Cameron Cook. Let him cook. Great at the front of the net, 25-16. We are all tied up at 1. Remember, first 1 to 3 sets wins. You got to win each set by at least 2. Here comes Deep Run. Punch, counter punch, number 9. Ben Fry. He was cooking as well. Wildcats. Down 2 at this point, and then number 6, Jake Anaskanich again. Key cog in the wheels of great volleyball play for the Jags. Deep Run comes right back. Number 9 does it again. Ben Fry, John Russell in on that play as well. Then that will go down as an ace. And this time, Brett Goodman more than good. 28-26. Huge third set victory for Glen Allen. So they only need one more. This one knotted at 7, up 2 sets to 1. Wildcats have an answer. Once again, this time, Petar Stepanovic. More Wildcats. Armin Boro with a point there, up 23-18 at this point. Cats on the serve, Jags on the comeback. Cameron Cook with the answers. But could Deep Run force a 5th set? Answers yes, they can. And yes, they would. Monster kill by John Russell, 25-20. So we go to the fifth and final stanza. You gotta play to 15 in this one. Of course, win by 2. Wildcats looking for the advantage, up 4-2, make it 5-2. Russell got going late, especially 5-4 at this point. Jags on the comeback trail. Deep run has answers. Armin Horo again, and they win it 3-2 in a 5-set thriller. Let's head to field hockey, shall we? Godwin, the homestanding Eagles, only one loss on the year. That was early on against Atlee, taking on Glen Allen. Same situation for them. 2 of the best in the 804. Definitely 2 of the best in Henrico County. But early and often, woo! Check out that shot. Godwin put the pressure on, is my point. Number 4, Reagan Shiflett. She can score the field hockey ball, I guess. That shot just goes wide. By the way, Glen Allen's keeper was magnificent, especially early in this one. The shot on goal, kick save, and then Shiflett coming right at her. Brick wall in net for Evelyn Tull Springer. It's a tall task to get it past her and get a point. Godwin was figuring that out because they had corner after corner in the first quarter and second. Brick wall. Springer, brick wall. Brick wall. Okay, another corner. Godwin's good at manufacturing points, too. That shot, ooh, ricochet just over the net. No score after 1. We 4 quarters in field hockey. Second quarter, watch what happens here. Glen Allen with a chance, and they call a foul inside the box. They say they impeded with the shot attempt, and that is a penalty shot, and she shoots, she scores! Anna Threadgold was gold, and the golden goal gives Glen Allen, well, it wasn't a golden goal, but you get the point. Gives Glen Allen a 1-0 lead. Still in the second, Godwin trying to come back, another corner chance. This shot deflected once again, and then shot high and knocked away. Unbelievable job by Evelyn Tull Springer. 1-0 at the half. Second half, we switch sides. Can't keep Godwin down, though, all game long, especially when they have this many opportunities. Or can they? That shot deflected wide. But then, here comes Reagan Shiflett. Shifty, fires, finds it back in that she shoots, she scores! Reagan with the equalizer. And we're all knotted up at 1 apiece. You could feel the momentum shift to Godwin once they got that game-tying goal. Later, on the corner again, shot. Oh, ricochets just high and wide. More Godwin. Another corner to defend for Glen Allen. Great passing. Fired in. Blocked. Hit away. Still 1-1. Let's go to the fourth and final stanza. Godwin on the corner. Can the Eagles take the lead for the first time all game? Reagan Shiflett gets it inside and finds her teammate, Harlow Coker. And hello, Harlow. You just gave Godwin a 2-1 lead with 12:25 to go. And the Eagles kept the pressure on, too. They were not done with offensive chances. That just goes wide. Glen Allen did a tremendous job limiting Godwin to just 2 goals. Those 2 goals would be just enough. The Eagles get a huge win at home as they beat Glen Allen. Final score, 2-1. It's back to football when we return. Highland Springs looks to bounce back after a loss against Maury. Their lines on both sides of the ball would have something to say about it when they faced IC Norcom. Plus, Hermitage goes down to the wire in a physical battle with Patrick Henry. That's straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Let's go to the home of Highland Springs. At home, taking on IC Norcom, fresh off their defeat to Maury. What does Highland Springs have to do after a loss? They dominated the line of scrimmage. First quarter action, it's a fumble. Springers recover deep in Norcom territory, and they are ready to pounce. And so is this young man. What a story. Sophomore running back, Eric Bird, number 22. He had himself a night. More on Bird later. First of what'll be more than one touchdown. And Highland Springs the early 7-0 lead. Defensively, Springers up front, dominant. Vashon Street with the tackle for a loss there. And then going inside, they hand the football off to Marion Harvey. And the junior Harvey gets in for the score. More from Highland Springs on the carry. Are you kidding me? Mr. Bird almost inside the 10-yard line, gashes Norcom for a huge gain. I will give IC Norcom some credit here. This is a fourth down play. Kmart, Christian Martin fight for the first down, fight for the touchdown. Fourth and goal, they did not make it. Norcom makes the stop, one of the few stops they would make, because after Highland Springs gets the ball right back, easy squeezy lemon peasy, Eric Bird, a bit of a late shove there too. His second touchdown of the night, and let's have ourselves a little light show like they like to do at Highland Springs. Touchdown, Springer's second quarter, more from Bird. Bird! Can't help it, folks. What's the word? Touchdown, Springers, his third of the night. He only had 8 carries, but get this, folks, 144 yards on those 8 carries and 3 touchdowns. And he's only a sophomore. 27-0, still in the second quarter, 11:33 to go. More Springers. Defense not allowing anything to go on. I mean, absolutely nothing. Shout out to them. D-line played great, O-line played great. And then that'll be some yards plus a flag for a face mask. Jakiri Henley, one side. Why not give it to the magic man around the other side? That'll work all the way to the pylon. They say he is down inside the one. Magic man. Couldn't change the official's mind, so what do? They hand it right off to number 41, Evan Ford, junior running back, and he drives it in from 1 yard out. 35-0, Springers over Norcom, and they were not done, not yet. How about some more defense? This ball is picked off, and it is a pick six. It's an Oski for Vashon Street. And the Springers in the middle of their street come right back to play offensively, defensively. They just beat Norcom up front. You want more defense, you got it. Street and company on the stop. Big number 99 making a nice tackle right there. Joshua Clayton. Springers get good in this one. 65-0. Let's go to the land of PH. Patrick Henry up in Ashland taking on the Hermitage Panthers. Panthers got a run game going. That's a face mask and then some. Erlante Winston with a big-time run early in the ball game would lead to this. Pass going deep to the end zone. Just out of the outstretched arms. Patrick Henry would turn over. This would be a defensive ball game. You couldn't tell by the early highlights. Firing, finding the receiver, number 2. Edwin Henderson on the receiving end of that one. And then quarterback keeper, big part of Patrick Henry's game. And this is going to pay dividends. Grayson Johnson, the senior, with a first down there. And then Johnson going deep. Turnovers. Said defense part of the game. Turnovers a big part of it. Johnny on the spot, number 3, Andre Clark Jr. He's been huge on both sides of the ball for Hermitage throughout the beginning of this season. Running game would be big for Hermitage. It would be paramount as well. Ben Benet, the run. Handoff this time. Number 7, breaking through the gut of that defense, Javion Johnson. Lead of this. Ground and pound for the big Herm. Running. Getting past blockers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Panthers, Erlante Winston. We started our highlights with Winston, and the first score goes to Winston. Hermitage up 7-0, 1:29 to go. Patrick Henry trying to come back. Defensive line of Hermitage looking better and better, folks. Number 90 doing the honors there with a stop. And, of course, that means Hermitage would get the ball right back. Roll out. QB Benyane firing, finding Latrell Washington. Good for a first down. Panthers would move the football pretty well in this one. It's just that their answers were not what they wanted when they got inside the 20. That ball is picked off, just like Hermitage picked off Patrick Henry when they got inside the 20. This time Edwin Henderson doing the honors for the Patriots, and now they're back in business, and ain't it grand? Well, if you're a Patrick Henry fan. Run up the middle, yeah, good for a first down. Would lead to this. Patriots going for it all. Broken up in the end zone, and a really nice looking play by Jerron Harris. Stopping that one, so still 7-0, 29 seconds to go in the corner. What does Patrick Henry do? It's a run up the middle, inside, deep in Panther territory, leads to this, firing, finding the man, touchdown! PH finally in the fourth quarter. Avery Curtis after the run. Avery Curtis with the catch. It's 7-6. Extra point ties this with under 8 to go in the fourth, but it is no good. Remember Patrick Henry earlier in the year, they lost on a blocked extra point, 14-13 to Godwin. Now it's 7-6. Hermitage feels similar on the kickoff return. Hermitage wanting to flip field position. This dog will hunt. Number 5, Javon Lewis with a big play on special teams. Hermitage ran that ground game right down Patrick Henry's throat. What a game. Erlante Winston coming into your living room. Good for a first down. And Hermitage would do their best to run out the clock. Up 7-6, 5:19 to go, but Patrick Henry gets another chance. Who's there? Number 90 once again. On their roster, that number is not even around. Could be Jontavius Morse-Green, could be Thomas Brown. Either way, one of those guys made a huge play at more than one occasion in this one. Intercepted by Hermitage. Huge late in the game. Number 3 doing the honors. Andre Clark Jr., his second pick of the night, folks. Andre Clark Jr., all he does is catch touchdown passes and get picks. And all that Hermitage does is move to 2-1 on the year. 7-6, your final. Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on X and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.